We heard about Bal Swan from our friend Leah. She found out we were moving to Colorado and called us immediately and just said, you have to check out this school, Bal Swan. It'll be the perfect school for Elizabeth.
My first impression of Bal Swan when we took the tour was things just seemed really organized, and they had a plan for Elizabeth. They were ready for her, which was really comforting to know that that was going to be her first school experience, and they were ready to plug her right on in.
Bal Swan has helped our family by giving Jaden a scholarship. We would never be able to afford a private school without a scholarship. And Jaden has grown so much in the time that he's been at Bal Swan.
Everybody, all the parents and the kids are so polite and so friendly, and they always want to open the door and hold you, and everybody says hi, and it's a very friendly environment, and you feel very welcome there.
I grew up on Ash Street, so Bal Swan was like 2 blocks away. I would just ride my bike over there, and it was just like the white building at Northmore Park, right? Until Candice and I had kids, and so I knew of Bal Swan, from the time I could dribble my basketball over and shoot hoops at Northmore, but I didn't know what it meant until we sent our first there 10 years ago.
When we arrived in the fall of 2010 at Bal Swan for the first time, we knew that the smaller classroom was going to help. We knew that we instantly fell in love with Miss Kay and Miss Julie. We knew that was going to be a great situation for Elizabeth. What we did not know was how important it was going to be that somebody in that classroom really latch on to Elizabeth and become her friend, and her true friend, not just I'm going to be her friend, boss her around, like a real friend. And somebody, and that person was Adia, and Adia came along and made sure she was in line and sat next to her in circle time and really helped her get acquainted. And every time I would see Adia's mom, I kind of could barely pull it together because I just was so grateful for her, Adia, and their family, and whatever she taught, their family taught them, or Bal Swan taught Adia to get her to become that friend and nurturer to someone like Elizabeth. What I never thought would happen was that Anna would become that person to somebody else. So, when I was at the ball last year and Lincoln's mom walked up to me and said, she was in near tears, Dia, and said, Lincoln had never been invited to a play date until you invited him. And that was, and then she cried and I cried, and, just because, again, as a mom of a child with Down syndrome, you just, all I could think about was, I want that for Elizabeth. I never thought to myself, oh, that's what I want for Anna. I want Anna to be that friend for somebody else, and it's special beyond measure.
Bal Swan has helped tap into a part of Anna, her compassion and her empathy and her encouragement, and they've really been able to draw that out of her.
They're amazing. They do everything for him. They help him. They'll go get his papers. They'll save him a spot. Or Colt will.
Colt saves you a spot in circle every day so you can sit next to him.
It's incredible how caring all the little kids are that go to that school, and how they just welcome Jaden. They just treat him like he's one of their classmates.
Teachers saying hello, parents saying hello, children being happy and comfortable there. Just a warmth and a feeling of support, compassion, and not scary at all, not stale like some centers can be. Very homey and comfortable for the kids. And so that was one of the reasons that we chose it.
I think, what really makes it special is the people. It's a school and environment and learning, but it's the people that are doing the teaching. It is just such a unique group of teachers and educators and music and therapists, and the girls just love it.
There's usually 4 kids behind Jaden's chair, pushing him down the hall.
Yeah.
If he's definitely a little guy like Jaden that has special needs, is definitely not an outcast at that school, huh?
No.
He fits right in, huh?
At Bal Swan, he's just one of the kids, and he's included in everything, equal across the board, which is excellent for him.
And for the other kids.
And for the other kids too.
Swimming has been a really good thing for Jaden because the warm water.
It helps him to relax, and his arms will open up and stretch out, and he can reach for toys.
He can focus on other
practice.
things instead of being cold.
Yeah, with the warm water, it helps him relax a lot.
Well, I think it's such a strong sense of family. From the time you're 3 until like Candice said, you never really graduate from Bal Swan. You just become a part of the greater family that goes now back 50 years and through the the ball and everything else. And so from these little kids that you see when you do the drop off until the opportunity to celebrate 50 years of Bal Swan, that's the difference, right? And so to me, it's not even a question of would we choose something else. It's just part of our DNA.
I guess if I had to describe Bal Swan in one word, I think of service. I think of those teachers serving our children. I think of the staff serving the teachers and the children. I think of the therapists serving children. I just think of service, and that's been a special part for me because I want to serve the community, and I've chosen to do that in Broomfield at Bal Swan.
And in one word, I'd say nurturing. Bal Swan really does a lot to just encourage and nurture these kids to grow up into who they are and who their gifts are, and that is just so unique. And having had Elizabeth in a different environment for a little while, the contrast really, that really stands out. It's just an environment that really nurtures them to be who they can be.
In one word, I would say included because they include Jaden in everything.
And if I could say it in one word, I would probably say interested. Because they're actually interested in all of the kids.
If I could say it in one word, I would say that they've made him feel loved. Or like a family.
One thing that I remember and I will always love about Bal Swan is the way the teachers, everyone was always so nice and caring. That's the one thing that I really do remember.